is a fast-paced and at times highly stressful environment, but Filipino Jodie Daculan is buzzing. She is doing what she loves. She comes into NICU from the delivery unit, baby in tow. With experienced hands, she handles the newborn, swiftly making the clinical decisions needed. It is a foreign and frightening world for many a new parent, but Jodie handles it all in stride.
I like doing the clinical stuff, so having to do assessment as well as making clinical diagnosis and management of the infant. I quite like or enjoy the technical skills that that is involved with it as well. Okay. Just going to do her suction now, Mum.
Jodie is a neonatal nurse specialist at Auckland City Hospital's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. Daily, she works alongside the medical team, caring for premature or sick infants, ensuring their precious little lives are given the best care. It is especially rewarding when Jodie sees the benefits of her hard work come to fruition.
Particularly quite like it when parents remember that you've done quite a good job for their child. I like it when they come and visit, 2 or 3 years down the track, bringing along their little infant that you looked after. Little things like that matter. And also getting compliments from your colleagues, the bedside nurses as well as the medical staff. That's quite rewarding too.
But as much as she loves her job, Jodie is the first to admit that there is a downside. Caring can take its toll.
It can be sometimes emotionally draining, particularly when you're working, with really sick babies. And it's a roller coaster ride for you as well as for the family. And it's really making sure that you debrief as well. It's making sure that you go along with the parents and talk to them about it. Okay. The nursing in itself, it's quite an emotional journey for everyone involved in looking after the infant.
Jodie's own journey to her role as a nurse specialist has been an emotional roller coaster of its own. Along with the rest of her family, Jodie left her homeland, the Philippines, to come to New Zealand 10 years ago. Her parents believed New Zealand would provide Jodie and her siblings with a better chance in life.
I was hoping for good education for my children and financial stability for my family. Yeah.
But it wasn't all plain sailing, as Jodie had to deal with a new culture and the New Zealand way of life.
Very different from what I was used to, very different culture as well. And just the fact that, English is my second language, and that was quite tricky. Plus there's, Kiwis have their own accent as well.
To make matters worse, Jodie soon found her prior degree from the Philippines counted for nothing. She was forced to start all over again, and so she chose nursing.
I've always decided earlier on, when I was younger, that I'd want to be in the healthcare system. I want to be able to interact with patients and their family, and nursing gives you all of that. Plus the fact that, let's be honest, it's one of the professions that you can take worldwide, and there's no issue with finding a job anywhere in the world.
She graduated from Auckland University in 2003 and began her career within the special field of neonates as a new graduate nurse. Well liked by staff and families alike, it was only onwards and upwards for Jodie.
So she's all naked. Oh, naked.
When she first came, she was quite new and undeveloped, but over the years she stood out, and it became quite apparent that she had a lot of the skills needed to take a leadership role. She was always very forthcoming and not afraid to actually say what she thought, but we also realised that when she said these things, they were said from an intelligent viewpoint and an informed viewpoint.
Yeah, I'm here. Right, touching, Mum? No. No? Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, see, that wasn't so bad, honey. Goodness me.
Jodie has a very quiet demeanor, but she is really good at explaining things to the families, and I think it's very reassuring because she is quiet, and but she always has the right answers. And she's somebody that the nurses trust, and that the doctors trust also, which is very important because she's kind of the go-between.
Over the subsequent years, she worked hard to gain the knowledge and skills required to become a neonatal nurse specialist.
It was sort of a hard and long journey. You have to have the adequate experience to be able to go into the practicum, and you have to do a lot of postgrad studies as well. So pretty much after I did my new grad, I was studying almost every year, 1 or 2 papers at a time.
But all the studying paid off. She gained her master's with distinction in 2009 and was finally offered her dream job.
With Jodie, she's a very hard-working lady. Even if after she finished her nursing course, she still had to take up more studies to improve her work. Yeah, so I'm very proud of her.
It's quite nice. I think she's done really well lately.
Getting to this place has been a journey full of challenges. But as you watch Jodie work, it is obvious she has chosen the right path.
Well, that's all we have time for this week on Asia Down Under. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week at the same time. This programme was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.